Good evening and thanks for joining us. It is called the Good Samaritan Law. It was signed by Governor Tom Corbett in September. It allows first responders to give a drug that reverses the effects of a drug overdose. But nearly 2 months later, not much has changed. And Melanie Gillespie live tonight with more on this. Mel?
Marty, this is a drug that first responders say can save someone's life. EMS has been the only one really to administer this, but with this bill, police and firefighters could do the same. But just in the last 2 months since this law went into effect, not much progress has been made.
In the city of Johnstown, West End EMS says they respond to a heroin overdose several times a week. The most recent, 2 within the past 2 weeks in the city's Prospect neighborhood.
There are people who are blue. They're taking their last breath. And when we administer it, it brings them back, hopefully with the realization of how close they were to death.
For years, paramedics have been the only ones to administer the drug Narcan. It reverses the effects of an opioid or heroin overdose. But with the Good Samaritan bill, firefighters and police could also carry Narcan.
We've had instances where we've had calls for overdoses. The ambulance actually beat us to the scene and had the drug administered by the time we got there.
And 2 months into the new law, EMS agencies in our area remain the only ones trained to administer Narcan.
We arrive with the fire department, with the police department. We have all the proper equipment to administer that. So for them to take on that added liability, I don't feel that's something they want to do at this time.
I don't foresee it coming real soon because, like I said, with these Tills ambulance, as good a job as they do, there's no sense duplicating the equipment. We should use our resources somewhere else.
Cambria County District Attorney Kelly Callahan says local police departments don't seem interested in it, but plans to have at least one detective trained in the county to give Narcan. As for Somerset, DA Lisa Lazari-Strazier says training for law enforcement is coming soon.
The realization is we have to get to that person who's using to make them aware that this can kill them.
Now, first responders would have to be trained by the state, and they would have to have a written agreement from an EMS agency to actually carry the drug. The DA says training will be offered by the state in the near future. Reporting live in the Johnstown newsroom, Melanie Gillespie, 6 News.